The WNBA posted a video of Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers betting $400 on which woman's team would win, then deleted it after it realized this violates league rules. This entire league is run by morons.
At All-Star Weekend, you and Angel made a bet with...
Watch that moment closely. A stack of cash, a wager between two WNBA players, and the entire exchange caught on camera before being shared by the league's official social media channels. The clip immediately sparked debate online, with many fans questioning whether it crossed the line. While the video generated controversy, any claim that league rules or laws were violated would depend on the specific facts and an official review. Comparisons to past gambling scandals in other professional sports have fueled the conversation, but those situations involved different circumstances. As the discussion continues, many are asking whether the league should clarify its policies and explain the context behind what viewers saw.
How the rich stay rich. You gotta save this money. I'm gonna see you next week on Wednesday.
Yeah.
At night?
No, at practice.
Oh, at practice? I mean, I know y'all gonna lose, but if y'all lose,
I get to have that.
If y'all win, you get $400.
And if we lose,
Is that counterfeit?
No, you owe me $400.
bet I'm staying on it.
There it is again, Angel Reese mentioning that she'll be collecting her Apple Pay after the game. Unlike a private conversation, this exchange took place during an official WNBA All-Star Weekend interview recorded by league cameras and later shared through the league's social media channels. The clip features Angel Reese and Paige Bueckers discussing a friendly $400 wager tied to their upcoming head-to-head matchup, with light-hearted comments about how the payment would be made. Reese later referenced the bet again in her post-game interview, adding to the online buzz. After the league published the video, fans quickly began debating whether showcasing the exchange was appropriate and whether it raised questions about league policies, making it one of the weekend's most talked about moments.
This may be the one that gets Kathy Engelbert just run out the door. We got two WNBA players talk about betting on a game on video, and the WNBA shared it. It's against their own rules. Like, both of these players probably should be banned for life.
Let's be clear about what's really at stake here. This isn't about a $400 wager or the fact that some athletes earn millions through endorsements. The dollar amount is beside the point. The real issue is the integrity of professional sports. The moment an athlete places a bet on a game they are involved in, even if they claim it's a joke, a friendly wager, or a small amount of money, they cross a line that professional sports has guarded for more than a century. History shows exactly why these rules exist. The 1919 Black Sox scandal nearly destroyed the public's trust in baseball after several players conspired to throw the World Series for gambling money. It took years for the sport to rebuild its credibility, and ever since, major sports leagues have adopted strict zero-tolerance policies on gambling by participants. The rule itself is simple. Players cannot bet on games they are involved in. There are no exceptions based on the amount of money, the intent, or whether it was meant as a joke. The concern goes far beyond whether a game was actually influenced. It's about public confidence. Fans need to believe that every game is being played fairly and that every result is earned on the court or field. The moment people begin to question whether gambling interests are influencing outcomes, the credibility of the entire sport is put at risk. That's why leagues have historically imposed severe penalties. Baseball legend Pete Rose spent decades banned because of gambling-related violations. In the NBA, players have received lengthy suspensions for violating league betting rules, even when the wagers did not involve games they were playing in. These policies exist to protect the integrity of the competition above everything else.
You got yourself a federal betting scandal, is what you've really got. I mean, it's wild. All of these NBA players, former NBA players, getting sent up, and they thought this was a good idea, and the league shared it. Leave it to the WNBA. Who is this? Jackson Thompson? Alejandro Oliva on an outkick. Leave it to the WNBA to turn a...
Looking at the bigger picture, this controversy comes at a particularly sensitive moment for the WNBA. The league has recently enjoyed unprecedented momentum, with record television audiences, increased national attention, and growing commercial interest. Caitlin Clark's rookie season attracted millions of new viewers, while the league secured a significantly more valuable media rights agreement and expanded its appeal to major corporate sponsors. After years of gradual growth, the WNBA appeared to be entering a new era of mainstream success that is was why this incident generated such a strong reaction. Critics argued that releasing an official video that appeared to involve players making wagers created unnecessary controversy at a time when the league could least afford it. Sports commentator Clay Travis, who frequently covers sports betting issues, described the post as one of the worst social media decisions by a professional sports league, arguing that it appeared inconsistent with the league's own gambling policies. The WNBA's gambling rules, similar to those used by the NBA, prohibit players from betting on WNBA games. Those policies are designed to protect the integrity of competition and maintain public confidence in the fairness of the sport. They do not distinguish between large and small wagers, and they are intended to avoid even the appearance of a conflict of interest. Whether the video actually depicted conduct that violated league policy is ultimately for the WNBA to determine. However, because the content was shared through official league channels, it immediately raised questions about oversight, internal review, and the message being sent to fans. Once the footage spread across social media, the discussion quickly shifted from basketball to league governance and policy enforcement. The situation also drew comparisons to other professional sports where gambling violations have historically resulted in severe disciplinary action. Those comparisons.
And how stupid are the players too? On video bets with cash being shown. Players in the NFL have missed entire seasons for this. Legit the dumbest move potentially in social media history by a sports league to post this. Yeah, Pete Rose is, bless his heart. Rest in peace, Pete. Yeah, Pete Rose.
Consider the position this puts Commissioner Kathy Engelbert in. Over the past year, she has worked to present the WNBA as a major professional league deserving of increased investment, stronger media partnerships, and long-term business growth. She has negotiated with television networks, corporate sponsors, and prospective expansion owners while promoting the league's rising popularity and financial future. Now, however, the league finds itself facing an unexpected controversy after content shared through its own official channels sparked questions about gambling policies. That leaves the commissioner in a difficult position. If the league decides to discipline the players involved, it risks criticism from fans who may view the incident as a harmless joke or a misunderstanding. If it chooses not to act, critics could argue that the WNBA's gambling rules are not being enforced consistently, potentially weakening confidence in the league's policies. The decision carries weight beyond the WNBA itself. Because the league operates in close partnership with the NBA, any controversy involving gambling inevitably attracts attention across the broader basketball world. League officials know that sponsors, media partners, and industry observers are paying close attention to how situations like this are handled. Although the original video was eventually removed, it had already spread widely across social media. By that point, fans, sports betting companies, journalists, and other observers had already seen and discussed it. Once something reaches that level of visibility online, deleting the original post rarely ends the conversation. The league now faces questions about how the content was approved, whether its policies were followed, and how it plans to address the controversy moving forward.
Embarrassing mockery, an embarrassing sham mockery of sporting competition. You've got this. So if you're Angel Reese, you bet on your own games? Question mark? Apple Pay for what? If this is a joke, betting on a game, this isn't something a professional athlete should joke about. Kathy Engelbert, WNBA, so you're now allowed to wager on games you're playing in. Let's call her Paige Bets.
What makes this situation even more difficult is the broader context. Throughout the season, the WNBA has faced a series of high-profile controversies, ranging from officiating debates and player conduct to media access, fan behavior, and the intense attention surrounding Caitlin Clark's impact on the league. Each new headline has placed league leadership under greater scrutiny, forcing officials to respond to questions about competitive fairness, player relations, and the league's rapidly growing audience. Against that backdrop, any content that appears to blur the line between players and gambling is bound to attract significant attention. Critics argue that, at a time when the league is under more public scrutiny than ever before, greater care should have been taken before publishing material that could be interpreted as promoting or normalizing wagering involving players. Whether the incident reflects an isolated mistake or a broader breakdown in internal review is ultimately a matter of opinion. However, it has prompted renewed discussion about how professional sports leagues manage sensitive topics and ensure that official content aligns with league policies. Other major sports leagues have historically taken gambling rules very very seriously. In the NFL, wide receiver Calvin Ridley was suspended for the entire 2022 season after the league determined he had bet on NFL games during the 2021 season while away from the team, even though he was not participating in those games. Similarly, in 2024, former Toronto Raptors player Jontay Porter received a lifetime ban from the NBA after an investigation found multiple violations of the league's gambling policies. These cases demonstrate why professional leagues enforce strict gambling regulations. With legalized sports betting expanding across much of the United States and leagues maintaining business relationships with sportsbook operators, preserving public confidence in the integrity of competition has become one.
Is smarter than the NBA and at WNBA execs. I don't know. It sounds like they may have went to the Minnesota Center of Leering to run their league, to get their management classes. The Leering Center. Did